You leave the village to the south, heading toward the thick swamps. There's swamps south. Okay. A chorus of frogs greets you as you venture deeper, and the air grows thick with moisture and the smell of decaying leaves. Muddy ground gives way to standing water, and you find yourself picking your way cautiously along narrow pathways of higher ground. Aha! Survival or nature? I'm at advantage because I got my map. Um, Survival or nature? Survival's a -1, nature's a -1. Go survival, at advantage, roll, baby. 16. What did I have to beat? Uh, a DC 8. Yeah, I mean, 67 3 if successful, yeah. Your eyes catch a unique sheen of the herb your mother described, poking out of the muddy water near the base of a twisted tree. It releases mild fragrance that mixes with the earthy aroma around you, cutting through the pungent swamp smells. Carefully, you step toward the herb and your feet sinking slightly in the soft ground as you go. You manage to pick it without disrupting the fragile ecosystem around it. 67-1. You return to your mother, wormroot in hand. Her face lights up when she sees you. Wonderful! You are back! Let me quickly check the roots for rot before you bring them to Marcus. Your mother goes into her room for a moment and returns shortly afterwards. She has a few other plants with her and sends you to Marcus with everything. Keep keep Marcus's money for the delivery. You've earned it. I walked to the swamp. Okay. Marcus smiles in relief when you get back to his shop. As promised, there's your reward. As promised, here's your reward. He hands you a small satchel. Inside, you find a small silvery bell. This is a timely bell, a very clever little thing. It has a magical property to sense when its owner is running late for a scheduled meeting or an event. Hold it tight in your hand. Think about the event and say the magic words in tempore. Oh, and here is the usual price for the roots. Bestiary 58 for the bell. 58, 58. Isn't that what the other one was? Yep. Timely bell. Alright, copy. Inventory. We can close that out. Add an item. Timely bell. Alright. This small ornate bell has intricate designs etched into its surface. A faint magical aura surrounds it, and the bell gives off a soft, clear chime that only the owner can hear. Well, that's not annoying. Okay. This bell has the magical property to sense when its owner is running late for a scheduled meeting or an important event that the owner is aware of. When such an occasion arises, the bell emits a gentle tingling sound that only the owner can hear. The bell can detect lateness for events within a 1 mile radius and gives a warning 10 minutes before. Activation word. You can set an activation word in tempore for the bell to remind you of any event, even if it's not a formal appointment. Saying the activation word aloud while holding the bell programs it for that special event. Daily limit. Can only ring three separate events per day. Once it has altered the owner of uh, Once it has alerted the owner of three events, it will not function again until the next dawn. Cool. Okay. Then I add, you get 14 silver. All right, 14 more silver. Bring me to 28, 18, not 28. I can do math. Return to 51. 50/1. All right. I'm worried about the children in the woods, but I'm intrigued. As I would be thinking as a paladin, I need to go look at this cemetery. And these cluster of villagers gathered around a storyteller who speaks of eerie lights and ghostly apparitions haunting the nearby cemetery. Many are skeptical, but the fear in some eyes is evident. They hope for someone brave enough to investigate these unsettling tales. 76-1. As you meander through the marketplace, a crowd draws your attention. They've clustered around a storyteller whose deep voice resonates through the air. He speaks of mysterious lights and haunting apparitions at the nearby cemetery. Although many faces in the crowd show skepticism, you notice a few whose eyes are tinged with apprehension. I'm going to learn more. 76-2. As you navigate the bustling crowd, the storyteller catches your eye and beckons you closer with a knowing nod, lowering his voice. Excuse me. Lowering his voice, he weaves a tale of the local cemetery, once a place of peace, now disturbed by unsettling phenomena. Phenomena. The Wailing Widow, he whispers, a legend come alive in eerie lights and whispered voices that chill your spine. He paints a vivid picture of villagers too frightened to tread past the cemetery come dusk, their pockets weighed down with salt to ward off malevolent spirits. An ancient place, he murmurs, guarded by a riddle and marked with inscriptions of a bygone civilization. As the storyteller locks eyes with you, a sense of urgency fills the air. Solving this mystery, he says, could save our community's heart. His monologue draws you in, a call to action veiled in the mystery of the ages and the silent tale of the departed. Are you ready to uncover the truth hidden within the shadows of history? Yeah. The narrator's words are still echoing in your head as you make your way to the old cemetery, which he has described to you in detail. The path is well trodden, but narrow, and tall grass flanks both sides. The walk here was long, and the sun soon disappears behind the trees. There you see the cemetery as you stride over to the dome of a hill. A light wind picks up, uh, and the distant howl of a wolf sends a shiver down your spine. First you reach a rusty iron gate, whose bars look as if they have been bent by a giant hand. Next to it, you discover a small inscription: Alive without breath, as cold as death, never thirsty, ever drinking, all in mail, never clinking. The Wailing Widow. Athletic check to ignore the riddle and climb over the wall. Oh, that's a riddle. Do I know the answer? Alive without breath, as cold as death. Never thirsty, ever drinking. All in mail, never clinking. Alive without breath, as cold as death. Never thirsty, but always drinking. All in mail, it's never clinking. I'm going to try to make an intelligence check. Just intelligence, or was it just a straight intelligence? With my 9. Normal roll. Roll it. Oh, fail. I want to know the riddle. Uh, Make a DC intelligence check attempting to solve the riddle. Continue on 78. If not, continue on 78.5. I failed. I want to know the riddle, though. Oh, I'm on 78.5. You think about it for a few minutes, but you can't think of anything useful. Then you have no choice but to climb over the wall. Return to 77.1. All right. 77.1. Alive without breath. As cold as death. Never thirsty, but always drink. It's that? It's a fish. I saw it on the other page. I'm not going to pretend. DC 5 athletics check. Okay, let's see if I can do it. DC 5.